Hi folks, this is Eli Harari, the Thinking Coach, and this is a short video about teamwork that I promised you. And with me is Orion, my partner, and we found the best way to do this is to do teamwork about teamwork. To do a video and a question and answer, because I'm much better in answering questions live than just talking straight to the video. And we think it's a much better form of communication because it's able to transfer the life of it, if you like, the feeling, not a dry, monotonous thing. So Orion will ask me, I will answer, we'll make it brief, and hopefully capture the real essence of what teamwork is about. Right, off we go.
Okay, so hi everyone. Today you were asking about teamwork, and I was wondering, first of all, we talk about teamwork. What is teamwork? Basically, like, let's cut through the BS and do, what is teamwork?
Good question. I think in many cases the word lost its meaning.
That's what
it's used in a very cheap way.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what it's not. Teamwork is not a touchy-feely thing. It's not catching people as they fall from chairs backwards. This is not what it's about. Nothing wrong with fun days, getting people out for bowling or a movie together or for a meal. That always helps. But that's not what teamwork is about. That can help morale here and there. What I'm talking about is a altogether different kind of thing, which is a very verifiable parameters of teamwork.
Okay, so what are the verifiable parameters of teamwork? What do you make? How do you build a teamwork?
Well, it starts with trust.
Okay.
Trust is the base. Without trust, there is no teamwork. Trust allows for cohesiveness. Mm-hmm. Trust allows for people knowing that their back is covered and they can be themselves around each other. Mm-hmm. And what's the key to that? They're willing to be vulnerable. It's called vulnerability-based trust. It's not I trust that I know that tomorrow at 9 o'clock you'll make me coffee when I come. That's not the trust I'm talking about.
All right, yeah.
I'm talking about a trust that I can say things around you and tell you that I made a mistake and I feel okay about that. And you can tell me you made a mistake and you feel okay about that. And we can help each other. It's a different kind of trust. And I dedicate much of the training in my off-site training to that aspect to begin with. There's 4 others.
Okay, so, all right. So I understand you've got trust as the base. That's the first
It's gotta be.
What's the next one?
The next one is, this is going to be funny.
Okay, try
the ability to have conflicts.
The ability to argue?
Yes.
Okay.
To have real conflicts over real issues. Not personal, not destructive.
Okay.
But conflicts where everybody is putting their bit in. They buy into something only through conflicts. In other words, there is a drama that they feel passionate about, that they're willing to fight for and put their whole 10 cents into.
Right.
That conflict is not a curse, it's a blessing, providing it's not destructive.
So
it's
long as it's not personal.
ideological conflict.
Right. And you don't have to necessarily have to win the conflict, as long as you're being heard.
Yes. Most people, very important for them to be heard. And they're afraid to be heard because the first issue of trust wasn't done properly.
They're going to be judged.
That's right.
Right.
So the ability to have conflict allows input. The third thing is that conflict leads to what? To commitment.
Yeah, fair
Why?
enough.
People will commit to things if they've been heard.
Yeah.
Not if there is a consensus. All they need to do is commit to the overall direction that the company is going. And that is achieved through a team being able to have conflicts, sort through them, and become stronger as a result. Then make a decision that everybody commits to with clarity. They buy into it and they're clear about it.
Right.
That's so important, because if they do, then you've got one voice. And it doesn't mean that they have to have a consensus.
Right. Not everybody has to be on board with agreeing on exactly, but they've got the goal in mind and can say, hey, this is what we want to be achieving.
You're right. Actually, consensus is a curse. There is no such thing.
Yeah.
But nobody minds if their view wasn't the one that was agreed upon, but they were heard, and the leader decides. The leader is the tiebreaker here.
Right.
The leader must decide. And that's all about leadership, which is tied to it. But that's another story where we're doing this as brief as we can.
Okay. So you've got, let's recap for just a moment. You said you've got the trust as a base. On top of that, once you've got the trust, you're willing to have the conflict. Once
Ideological
you have
conflict.
Ideological
where
conflict.
you speak your mind, even, and it's not easy because there's a lot of people who love to hide.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid.
Let's keep it simple for now. Trust. Once you've got the vulnerability-based trust, you have then conflict that is ideological conflict.
Commitment.
And commitment. And then what?
What comes after commitment?
Yeah, everybody's committed to the one goal. What
they
happens?
hold each other accountable. There is accountability, and that's between peers.
All right.
That's once you've committed, you're accountable, and that means you will hold your peers to decisions made. Often it's not done because the leader is not holding people to decisions made. But the leader has to take the lead here. Accountability is a very important parameter in teamwork.
Yeah.
Once they're accountable, guess what will happen?
Okay, we've got the 4 and the 5th.
Now we've got the result-oriented teamwork. And the result-oriented teamwork is something wonderful.
Okay.
Where everybody agrees in what the result should be. And if you like, they all look at the scorecard and say, are we winning or are we losing? Because that's what it's all about. Now, this is in short, but what we're talking about is that in teamwork, you're able to harness everybody's strengths together towards a direction.
Yeah.
And that's not a touchy-feely thing at all. It's very practical. Now, I do 2-day offsite with companies. In 2 days, they see everything they need.
That's enough for people
to begin. We sow the seeds in those 2 days. And they get to know about each other. And they get to know things they never knew before. Amazing things can happen. And I tell you, most people don't know what teamwork is. And what a wonderful thing they are missing. And what a great, great bottom line achiever teamwork is.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the bottom line is that result-oriented, that success that everybody looks for. But if they look after the success and they don't realize it's to do with teamwork, they're missing the point. That's what I wanted to convey in this tape.
That's great. Okay.
What do you want to ask?
I'm just curious, you're talking about teamwork, and is this only for groups of people who are working together, like, is it okay for the executive team or for the sales department, or is it applicable for schools? Is it applicable for Walmart's cashiers? I'm asking, like, who is it applicable?
One word answer, everybody. Everybody, whatever business we're in, whatever business you're in the human business first. And humans have lost the ability to be teams mostly. I see very few teams. But I also saw that people can become teams in a very short order of time if they're serious, if they're willing to fight for it, and if they understand the great rewards that await them. I think we should stop here.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And thank you very much for promoting me.
You're welcome.
Hope you guys got what I wanted to convey here. And you know where to get me. Good luck. Eli here.